Kenya's political landscape underwent a significant transformation with the promulgation of the new constitution in 2010. This landmark document ushered in a new era of democratic governance, devolving power from the presidency and establishing a robust system of checks and balances. The constitution sought to address historical injustices, promote human rights, and lay the foundation for a more equitable and prosperous society. The 2010 constitution marked a departure from the centralized system of governance that had characterized Kenya since independence. It introduced a devolved system of government, creating 47 semi-autonomous counties, each with its own elected governor and assembly. This devolution aimed to bring government closer to the people, empower local communities, and promote more inclusive development. The Constitution also introduced significant changes to the structure and functions of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of government. It established independent commissions and institutions to safeguard democracy, protect human rights, and promote accountability. These reforms aim to create a more transparent and accountable government, responsive to the needs and aspirations of its citizens. The adoption of the 2010 Constitution was a defining moment in Kenya's history, laying the groundwork for a new era of democratic governance. It represented a collective effort to address past injustices, promote unity, and build a more inclusive and prosperous nation. The executive branch is headed by the president, who is both head of state and head of government. The president is elected through a national popular vote and serves a 5-year term limited to 2 terms. The President appoints a Deputy President and a Cabinet responsible for implementing government policies and programs across various sectors. The executive branch plays a crucial role in formulating national policies, managing the economy, and ensuring national security. The legislature is bicameral, consisting of the National Assembly and the Senate. The National Assembly has 349 members elected through a first-past-the-post system in single-member constituencies. The Senate has 67 members, with 47 representing the counties and 20 nominated to represent special interests. The legislature's primary role is to make laws, approve the national budget, and provide oversight over the executive branch. The judiciary is an independent branch of government tasked with interpreting the law and administering justice. It is headed by the Chief Justice, who is appointed by the President with the approval of the National Assembly. The judiciary comprises a hierarchical system of courts, including the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, the High Court, and subordinate courts. The judiciary plays a vital role in upholding the rule of law, protecting human rights, and ensuring access to justice for all citizens.
Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya's first president, led the country from independence in 1963 until his death in 1978. Kenyatta played a pivotal role in the struggle for independence and is revered as the father of the nation. His leadership was marked by a focus on national unity, economic development, and the consolidation of power. Kenyatta's policies centered on Africanization, redistributing land to landless Kenyans, and promoting industrialization. He initiated large-scale infrastructure projects, including the construction of roads, schools, and hospitals. Kenyatta also played a key role in establishing regional organizations, such as the East African Community, aiming to foster economic cooperation and political integration. Kenyatta's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is credited with laying the foundation for modern Kenya, promoting national unity and overseeing significant economic growth. However, his rule was also marked by accusations of authoritarianism, corruption, and the suppression of dissent. His legacy continues to be debated and analyzed by historians and scholars.
Daniel Arap Moi succeeded Jomo Kenyatta as president, ruling Kenya from 1978 to 2002. Moi's tenure was characterized by authoritarianism, political repression, and economic mismanagement. He introduced a one-party state, curtailed civil liberties, and cracked down on dissent, leading to human rights abuses. Moi's economic policies were marked by corruption, cronyism, and a decline in living standards for many Kenyans. The country experienced high levels of inflation, unemployment, and poverty. Moi's regime faced mounting pressure from domestic and international actors to democratize and implement economic reforms. Moi's legacy is largely negative, associated with authoritarianism, economic decline, and human rights violations. His rule left a lasting impact on Kenya's political and economic landscape, contributing to the challenges the country continues to face today.
Mwai Kibaki became Kenya's third president in 2002, ushering in a period of economic revival and democratic progress. My government introduced free primary education, expanded access to healthcare, and invested heavily in infrastructure development. Our economic reforms led to significant growth and improved living standards for many Kenyans. During my tenure, we saw advancements in democratic governance, including the introduction of a new constitution in 2010. This new constitution decentralized power, strengthened institutions, and enhanced the protection of human rights. We also made progress in combating corruption and promoting transparency in governance. My legacy is generally positive, marked by economic growth, democratic advancements, and improved social indicators. I'm credited with revitalizing Kenya's economy and laying the groundwork for further democratic consolidation.
Uhuru Kenyatta, son of Jomo Kenyatta, served as Kenya's fourth president from 2013 to 2022. My presidency focused on infrastructure development, social welfare programs, and regional integration. We invested heavily in road construction, railway expansion, and energy projects, aiming to boost economic growth and create jobs. My administration expanded social safety nets, including cash transfer programs for vulnerable households and free secondary education. I also prioritized universal healthcare coverage, seeking to improve access to quality healthcare services for all Kenyans. I played a prominent role in regional diplomacy, promoting peace and security in East Africa and advocating for African solutions to African problems. My legacy is still being written, with ongoing debates about my economic policies and my record on human rights. My supporters highlight my achievements in infrastructure development and social welfare, while critics point to concerns about rising debt levels and corruption allegations.
William Ruto assumed office as Kenya's fifth president in 2022. My campaign focused on economic empowerment, promising to uplift the hustler nation, ordinary Kenyans struggling to make ends meet. My policy agenda emphasizes job creation, agricultural development, and support for small and medium-sized enterprises. My presidency is still in its early stages, and it remains to be seen how I will address the challenges facing Kenya, including high levels of poverty, unemployment, and public debt. My success will depend on my ability to implement my ambitious agenda while navigating a complex political landscape and a challenging global economic environment. My legacy will be shaped by my actions in the coming years. I have the opportunity to build on the progress made by my predecessors while tackling the persistent challenges that hinder Kenya's full potential. My leadership will be judged on my ability to deliver on my promises and create a more prosperous and equitable society for all Kenyans.
Kenya has made significant strides since independence, transforming from a predominantly agrarian society to a dynamic economy with a growing middle class. The country has witnessed advancements in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Kenya has also played a leading role in regional diplomacy, contributing to peace and security efforts in East Africa. Despite these achievements, Kenya continues to grapple with significant challenges. High levels of poverty, inequality, and unemployment persist. Corruption remains a major obstacle to development, eroding public trust and hindering economic progress. Climate change poses a growing threat, impacting agricultural productivity and exacerbating water scarcity. Kenya's future will be shaped by its ability to address these challenges and harness its potential for growth and development. Investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure will be crucial for creating opportunities for all Kenyans. Strengthening democratic institutions, promoting good governance, and combating corruption will be essential for building a more just and equitable society.